Yo, it is good, yo. It's your boy Ty back here with another video. In this video today, we're going to be ranking the 10 best centers in NBA 2K20 Myteam. Now, I know it's going to be hard because there are so many good centers. I think we got even like 4 or 5 just strictly GOAT centers in general. And then there's, guys like Wiseman, guys like Eddie Curry, Dino, just incredible other pieces. Making 10 players, I'll say the top 9 are a step above the 10th guy because the 10th guy is okay, but the top 9, I think I could go into a comp game and really be comfortable using any one of these guys, confident going into the game. But it's incredible how many good centers we do have. Now, there is one guy that's ahead of the rest, and I'll talk about that when I get there. But if you are new to the channel, please smash that subscribe button as we're on the road to 30,000 subscribers, guys. And let's hop right into the video. Starting the list off here at number 10 is a step below the rest. That is Galaxy Opal Jack Sigma. I say he's a step below the rest, but he is still very, very solid. 6'11", 7'2" wingspan, 50 Hall of Famers with 15 gold badges. Looking at his offensive stats, 96 3 ball, great driving dunk, 86 ball handle, 89 speed, and 89 lateral quickness. That's where he's a step below the rest, in my opinion. The rest of these guys are pretty elite defenders. But look at the badges. He has basically everything you need. No bailout, tight handles. But he does have, quite a few playmaking badges, quite a few defensive badges. Now, he is missing some here and there, but overall, this card is pretty complete on both ends of the court. Tendency-wise, he does have a 70 on-ball steal tendency, which isn't terrible. It's pretty decent. 6-wise, jump shot 22 is incredible. It's an incredible release. Jimmy Butler type release, Steve Smith, Wiggins, and his dribble moves are terrible. So, what this card is going to give you is a great pick and pop jump shooter, probably one of the best in the game, if not the best pick and pop center jump shooter in the game. But he can't dribble the ball at all, and he's just mediocre on defense. So that's kind of that's kind of the holdback of this Jack Sigma card, is he's not that great on defense. But offensively, shooting wise, he is a problem. He's a big time problem. Especially if you match up against somebody, that's worried about a Ben Simmons type rim runner. You put them in the pick and pop with Jack Sigma. Jack Sigma can knock down shots at a very high rate. That is why Jack Sigma comes in at number 10 on my top 10 center list. From 9 moving forward, these guys are all so hard to really put on a scale now. They really, really are. I'm not a huge fan of Bam, and I'll explain why. He is 6'10", though, a 7'3" wingspan. I'd probably prefer him at the power forward position because of that. 62 Hall of Fame badges, 10 gold badges, but look at his stats. He doesn't have a stat lower than I guess his playmaking's a little low, but outside of playmaking, I say a little low, and it's 90. Outside of playmaking, everything's above a 95. Finishing-wise, he has everything in teardroppers, even on gold. Shooting-wise, he is going to have it all. Playmaker-wise, literally every badge besides stop and go. And defensive-wise, he has every badge besides one on Hall of Fame, which is absolutely ridiculous. To go along with that, he does have a 95 on-ball steal tendency. Jump shot 62. This is why I don't love the card. If you guys know me, you guys know that I didn't love MPJ. I don't like this release. It's not a bad release by any means. I just don't love the release. I'm not good with the release, and that's just kind of my preference. But to say that it's not a good release is it's not realistic to say that. Decent size up, Pro 2 tween, Pro 4 behind the back, which is terrible, but the Pro 2 tween is not bad at all. A long athlete layup package, guys. This Bam Adebayo card is very, very good. Plus, he's fairly cheap. All these cards aren't that expensive, to be honest with you, but I do love this Bam. I can't say I love this Bam card. I love this Bam stats, badges, tendencies, SIGs. I love it all. I'm just not good with his release, and that's why he does come in at number 9 on my top 10 center list. Coming in at number 8 is a guy that I just like a little bit more than Bam. Well, first of all, because I like him better at the center position. I feel like he holds his own a little bit more. And second of all, I'll explain why. 98 3 ball, good driving dunk at a 95, 94 ball handle, 95 speed with a 94 lateral quickness. Badge wise, the only badge he's missing is steady shooter. Bam does have a few more Hall of Fame defensive badges though. Tendency wise, he does have an 85 on ball steal tendency. Set shot 18. Now, I will say this. Out of all the set shot 18s in the game, give me Jokic's over anybody. Just because of his upper release, I feel like it's easier to time, just kind of the way, because he cocks it back way above his head, and that does make it, in my opinion, easier to time. Gross size up package, no denying that. Moving crossover is Pro 4, which is terrible as well. But he does have the normal 2 behind the back, which is you can dribble glitch like crazy with this behind the back. Absolutely ridiculous. If you really want to do that with Jokic, you can, and a lot of people have been doing that I run into. He also has a long athlete layup package, and when you compare this card to Bam, they're very, very comparable. Obviously, Bam's going to have the better release. I'm not going to argue that, but I do prefer Jokic's, behind the back, his height, and I just think he's one step ahead. That is why Nikola Jokic comes in at number 8 on my top 10 center list. Coming in at number 7 on my top 10 center list is Galaxy Opal Eddie Curry. Same height, but he does have 2 inches more on the wingspan. 91, first of all, you have 58 Hall of Famers with 11 gold badges. Everybody's going to have that many badges. 91 3-ball, 96 driving dunk, 87 ball handle, 94 speed with a 90 lateral quickness. So Jokic obviously is better in the stat compartment, but Eddie Curry is really the real deal. When you look at all of his badges, I could go through them all. He does have the Hall of Fame handles for days, incredible defensively. I wish he had the Hall of Fame Deadeye, but that's the only thing that I really am going to get uptight about. Does have an 85 on-ball steal tendency, same thing as Jokic's, but he does have base 38, and his base 38 is super smooth, super easy to green. Pro 1 size up, I like it a lot. It's T-Max moving crossover. He has the Pro 2 tween. KD's behind the back, which isn't good, but if you combine that Pro 1 size up with the Pro 2 tween, Eddie Curry's dunk package off hop steps are good. I don't know what dominant big is, but it's good. Whatever this is, it is super good. And I love this card through and through. I absolutely love this Eddie Curry type card. Gets great animations. I love his dribble stakes in the half court, and he's an absolutely incredible defender. Eddie Curry does come in at number 7 on my top 10 center list. Coming in at number 6 on my top 10 center list is Galaxy Opal Dino Radja. 6'11", 7'11 wingspan, 58 Hall of Famers, 12 gold badges. Now, I will say I like Dino a lot more power forward than at center, but he can hold his own at center. He really can with this almost 8-foot wingspan. 93 ball, good driving dunk at a 95, 90 ball handle, 95 speed with a 93 lateral quickness. Just looking at the badges he doesn't have, he has everything you need. He really does. Defensive-wise, he is going to be absolutely elite. Hopping into the tendencies, he does have a 90 on-ball steal tendency, which is very good. Jump shot 4 on Dino is incredible. His release doesn't feel like Devin Booker's. It really doesn't. It doesn't feel like that, but I'm not going to argue with it because it's incredible. Whatever they gave him is absolutely incredible. Pro 4 size up. It's okay. It's okay. It's good. Okay, it's good. I'm not gonna say it's okay. Because I didn't when I first saw the Vince Carter, I was Vince Carter gave me a rough time. Pro 4 size is super good. I was definitely thinking of something else. A Pro 3 moving crossover isn't great, but he does have the Pro 3 moving behind the back, and I should say the Pro 3 moving crossover isn't terrible. You can get some decent 3 looks off it, but he does have the magic type behind the back. Now, when you're comparing this card to an Anthony Davis card, they're very comparable. This card and the new Anthony Davis are comparable. I'm still taking Dino 10 times out of 10, and Dino does come in at number 6 on my top 10 center list. Coming in at number 5 on my top 10 center list is a guy that I still love. I love this card with my whole heart. Now, you can make a case Eddie Curry's better than this card. You can make a case that Dino is better than this card. Because within the last week, they have both been ahead of this card, in my opinion. But now, Wiseman has, taken back over. 95 3-ball, 98 driving dunk, 86 ball. He does have a 95 speed with a 95 lateral quickness. Finishing-wise, he's incredible. He does have 55 total Hall of Famers with 14 gold badges. No teardropper. He does have Hall of Fame quick draw, Hall of Fame range extender with the quick Chris Bosh type release. It's so silky smooth. Playmaking wise, does have that quick first step, unpluckable dimer and downhill. Missing space creator, but other than that, he has basically every playmaking badge you need. And defensively, he is absolutely elite. Looking at the tendencies, he does have a 65 on-ball steal tendency, which Dino and Eddie Curry both have that advantage over this James Wiseman card. Does have the jump shot 29 with Carmelo Anthony's upper release, which I want you guys to know. Melo's upper release is so smooth. I absolutely love it. Pro 4 size of package, very good. Normal 3 moving cross, you can swing with it, but I don't really love it too much. And the Pro 2 behind the back, which is terrible. That is just terrible. But in the half court, Wiseman can move and groove. He really can. He has that normal 3 tween, which I don't love, but it can help you. He can bring the ball up the court is what I'm trying to say. It's not like he's useless in the full court setting. He can still bring the ball up in the full court. He can still bring the ball up, and in the half court he can definitely move and groove. It's really preference whether you prefer Dino, Wiseman, or Eddie Curry. Today, I prefer Wiseman. That is why he comes in at number 5 on my top 10 center list. Coming in at number 4 on my top 10 center list is Galaxy Opal GOAT Shaquille O'Neal. 4 through 1, I mean, it's so tough. You could even make a debate Wiseman's better than this card. You could make a debate Dino is better than this card. It's so tough, man. It really, really is. Shaq is 7'1", 7'7" wingspan. He's a GOAT card, so he's going to have basically every badge you need in the game. Only badges he doesn't have are slippery off-ball and steady shooter. Tendency-wise, he does have a 90 on-ball steal tendency as well. The thing that holds his card back is his release. His player model is incredible. His movement is incredible. He has the Pro 2 twin, which is incredible. The Shaq's release is what I can't stand. I can't stand the Shaq's release. I physically can't. I tried using the glitch Shaq. That release was terrible. But the Pro 2 moving crossover, the tween, that helps him out a little bit because he can really move and groove. Even in the half court with the Pro 2 size up, that's a pretty good size up. His moving behind the back, Pro 5. That's pretty good as well. That's the Jonathan Isaac behind the back. So his dribble sticks are very, very good. There's no denying that. Long athlete layup package, gets incredible hop step dunks. It's just his release. That's the only thing only downfall this Shaq card has is his release. And that's honestly what holds me back a little bit. I prefer this next guy just a little bit over Shaq, and I'll tell you why. But you could definitely make the debate that Shaq could be. You could make the debate that he could be a top 3 center. For me, is number 4 on my top 10 center list. The guy I have just a little bit higher than Shaq is Galaxy Opal GOAT Wiltski. My boy Wilt Chamberlain. If you guys don't know, Wilt is incredible. 7'1", 8-foot wingspan, 6'3" hops with 9 gold badges, guys. Same thing as Shaq. He's going to have every badge you need. Every single badge you need, tendency-wise. He doesn't really have a 65 on-ball steal tendency. So Shaq beats him in that department. I do like Wilt's release a little bit better than Shaq's. It's still terrible. It's still absolutely terrible. I just prefer Wilt's a little bit more. And this normal 5 tween is ridiculously good. It's ridiculous. Trust me when I say that. It's ridiculously good. It really is, especially with Yao. This tween is so good. I wouldn't say it's. You could make the debate that it's better than Pro 2 on this Wilt card. You definitely can. I think for rim running, it is maybe better than Pro 2. You have to try that out. But other than that, his dribble sticks are not good. I mean, they're absolutely terrible. His dribble sticks really are. But the way Wilt moves, it's just indescribable. You can't describe the way he moves. I think he moves, outside of one player, I think he's the best defensive center in the game. I think he's the second best, I should say, because outside of this, my top guy, I think Wilt is the second best center in the game. I really, really do. And that's why I have Wilt one step ahead of Shaq. They could go either way. I just prefer Wilt, coming in at number 3 on my top 10 center list. Coming in at number 2 on my top 10 center list is Galaxy Opal Kareem AbdulJabbar. I could go through this for a long time, but there's not much to explain. Basically, has the same stats and badges as a, Wilt or a Shaq. Tendency-wise, his not good. His tendencies are probably the worst you will find. They're just terrible. They're not good at all. But just the way he moves on the defensive end is absolutely incredible. He moves similar to a Wilt. And if it wasn't for tendencies, Kareem might be better on the defensive end than Wilt. But I'll still give that edge to Wilt and Shaq. Wilt and Shaq both move very, very well as well. The thing that sets Kareem apart is his jump shot. Kareem's got a very, very smooth and easy to time jump shot, unlike a Wilt or a Shaq. He also does have the normal 2 behind the back, so the Giannis type behind the back, which you can dribble glitch your way to the hoop, and it's ridiculous. Size of packages aren't bad. Normal 1, whatever they are, isn't terrible. You can go get a bucket with Kareem AbdulJabbar in the half court. You definitely can, especially with his Curry escape. He is very, very solid. Hop step animations, dominant big, same as Shaq, I do believe. Guys, I personally love this Kareem card. I really, really do. I locked in the set, obviously, so I have Kareem on my account. And I thought Kareem would be the best player we'd ever see in 2K. Until the guy at number 1 came in. But Kareem does come in at number 2 on my top 10 center list. Coming in at number 1 on my top 10 center list is Galaxy Opal Yao Ming, man. 7'6", he only has a 7'5" wingspan, but it truly doesn't matter. 64 Hall of Famers, 9 gold badges, 97 or above in every category. Finishing-wise, he's got what he needs. He really, really does. Shooting-wise, I want to say this before I get any further. The more I've used Yao, the more comfortable I've gotten with his release, and his release is not bad at all, and he's got basically every shooting badge, every defensive badge, every playmaking badge you need. To go along with that, he also has an 80 on-ball steal tendency, so he's going to be very, very tough on the defensive end as well. That's a bonus type release, which I used to hate, but the more I'm using Yao, the more I'm getting used to it. Now, his dribble moves are terrible. They're terrible. Even his moving crossover, the basic one, is terrible. You can kind of tween with him. He's terrible, okay? The only thing he gives you is the Curry escape, really. And the normal one sides up isn't bad either. The normal one sides up isn't terrible. With that Curry escape, it's tough. Yao is super, super tough, especially with the long athlete layup package. He by far gets the best hop step animations in the game. It's truly not close. Yao is by far the best player in NBA 2K20, coming in at number 1 on my top 10 center list. That is gonna wrap it up for the video today, guys. I hope you guys did enjoy it, guys. Smash the like button. Comment down below your thoughts on this list. Is there anybody I missed at number 10? Because Jack Sigma really did not feel like he belonged on the list, guys. Do you guys like Kareem more than Yao? Do you guys like Shaq more than Will? Comment those type of things below. Was Dino too low? Eddie too low? Let me know, because your thoughts to me are very, very valuable, guys. Like I said, drop a like on the video. Subscribe if you are new. And as always, man, I love y'all and have a blessed day.